4:34. Hello fellow YouTubers. Today's Tuesday, October 16, and I've had quite a busy day, not actually doing any projects, but I had to do several things to maintain the status quo. That is, I had to take my wife's vehicle for an inspection, and I had to, well, I said this yesterday, that I had to get up early and drag my sad and sorry body out of bed, and I got up 7:15. Never mind. And yes, I took it down to the place we always take our vehicles to, and had to sit around like a shag on a rock for about half an hour or so. And then I had to go into town to pay the compulsory third-party insurance on my wife's vehicle, and had to go to the post office to do that. And of course there was a lot of traffic around. There seemed to be more traffic in town than usual, and it was hard to get parked. But I eventually got one close to the post office, and I went to the post office and paid the third-party insurance. And with that paid, and with the inspection certificate, I had to go to the Maritime and Roads Authority. I think that's what it's called. It might be called Transport Authority. Who knows? They change the names at a whim these days. And I had to get that done. And then I had to call into the gastroenterologist surgery to pick up the admittance form to the hospital, which I had to fill out. Pages 6 to 9. They want to know everything. They probably have everything that I had to put in here again on record in the hospital, because I've been in the hospital a few times of late. Get in there. So this is, we'll drop this off to the hospital tomorrow, and this will be for my colonoscopy and gastrophony, which will be sometime in the next 3 months. So I think if I get in before Christmas, I've done well. Never mind. It'll happen eventually, but as I said in yesterday's upload, I've got a gut feeling, and you pardon the pun, that nothing will show up. Nothing down here or up there. Anyhow, on a different note, 900 uploads. That's official from YouTube TubeBuddy. In reality, I've actually got 925 uploads, but TubeBuddy has stuffed up. Again, they never get the uploads right. I don't know why that is. Everything else is right. The number of subscribers, number of views, everything, that is fine. But the uploads, they got it wrong. Anyhow, 900 uploads. 925 actually, but I'll just, that's it. That's what I got to put in the frame. Up there, the frame's up there. Ah, dear. Yes. And it's still raining. It's not raining at the moment, but it is still raining. It's still wet. There was another 7 mil in the gauge this morning, so that takes us up to 238 mil. So we're 62 mil short of 300, which is a foot. No, actually it's 305.4, I think, is the actual millimetres in a foot. So we've still got, what did I say, 268, we've still got, no, 38. Oh, yeah, so we've still got 67.4 mil. We'll forget about the 0.4. Yes, so well, I suppose you'd want to hear another reading, do you? Although I might just cut this video short. It's getting late, as I said. It's 4:40 according to my Fitbit, and I'm a bit peckish. I've been up early, as I said, 7:15. I had me brekkie as normal. My gut hasn't been too bad the last couple of days. I started once again ingesting the Yakult live bacteria drink. Supposed to have 6 billion friendly bacteria in it. And I've also been taking a Blackmore's men's, what was it called? Men's, going up, men's underwear, singlets, shirts. I can't think what it was. Anyhow, they always have these fancy names. But they seem to be working. Or maybe it's one, the other, maybe it's both together. I don't know. But I haven't been as bad as I have been in the past. Not going to stop me having the colonoscopy and the gastrophony. But yeah. But back to this this thing here, pages 6 to 9. Funny thing, I went. I couldn't find the surgery to begin with because I thought it was somewhere else, but it wasn't. It was somewhere else. It was the old the Advocate, which is the local newspaper office. So it shows you how long I've been. I went straight past it. I thought it was still the Advocate office, but that was the gastroenterologist's surgery. And when I asked the receptionist, and well, she was the only one there. And I asked her how long they'd been here, and she said, "Oh, quite a while." It must have been probably a couple of years, because it's been a while since I've been down there in that neck of the woods. Or if I had been, I didn't even notice. I just assumed it was still the Advocate office because the exterior was still the same. So, you assume things, don't you? Anyhow. But yes, they, all this information they want to know here, what your religion are. You don't have to answer that, of course. And what your preferred language is. I could have said foul language, I suppose. Expletive. Or written in there, F you. And they want your Medicare card number and the position on it and your expiry date, and they want to know if you're eligible for repatriation and who's your next of kin and emergency contact, and they want to know past illnesses and problems with anaesthetics and all this sort of stuff. So I'll have to make it known that yes, I am to the anaesthesiologist. That last time was a terrible experience. Yeah. Yes, they want to know if you can walk briskly without stopping more than 2 flights of stairs. No. More than 2 flights of stairs. No. 2 flights of stairs. No. 1 flight of stairs. Yes, I can. Sometimes. You see, just because we've got COPD, emphysema, it doesn't mean that we're breathless all the time. Some days are better than others. No, I'm not on home oxygen, and but sometimes I think it would be beneficial. But anyhow, I'm not. The long and the short of it is I'm not, and I can't get it. But because my pulmonologist doesn't think I need it, because my blood oxygen level's up around 98%. Go figure. Anyhow, but I don't really want it because I think you become reliant on it. It's like a subscriber said last year, "Why don't you get yourself a walker?" I thought, if I start using the walker, I'll become reliant on it. It's the same with using a chair to sit down in the shower, because the shower is very difficult these days. Well, it's not so much the washing of yourself, it's the drying. But I said, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to keep going as best I can without these aids, because the more you use them, the more you rely on them. And I don't want to do that yet. By the time may come when I'll have to do these things, when I'll be spooning porridge into my pocket and I won't even know I'm doing it. Yes. Right. Can you lie flat for 1 hour? Oh yes, I can lie flat. For an hour, no worries at all. I often lie on my back in bed. Do you have any bleeding problems? Yeah, it says about bruising, excessive. Well, I bruise very easily. Have you ever had blood clots? No. Blood transfusion? Never. Have you ever had a problem with epilepsy or stroke? No. Jaundice, hepatitis? No. Possibly pregnant? Definitely not. Do you have a limited neck or jaw movement? No. Do you have broken skin areas or wounds? No. Do you have false teeth? No. Do you have any speech, swallowing or hearing problems? Yeah, hearing problems, definitely. What? I said hearing. Pardon? Do you wear a hearing aid, glasses or contact lenses? Only sometimes, but it said no. And the reason I said no, because I do have hearing aids, but I don't use them very often. And I do wear glasses, but only when I'm on here, making recordings, when I'm on the, not even on the computer now. I used to wear them on the computer, but I don't anymore. So no. Do you smoke? No. Do you have more than 3 alcoholic drinks most days? No, I don't drink at all. Never have. Have you ever injected yourself with any substances not prescribed by a doctor? Or used illicit substances? No. Do you have any other medical conditions not mentioned previously? Dry mouth syndrome. Dry as a bone. Oof. Then you have to list all your medications. And do you need any special arrangements whilst in hospital? No special arrangement, no. Live alone? No. Sometimes I wish I did. What was that? Nothing. Do you have a responsible adult to stay with you the night after you leave hospital? Yes. Please provide name and contact number of the person who will take you home from hospital. Me? Myself. And then they ask all the, do you have stairs inside your home? No. Get rails in your bathroom? No. Have rails in your toilet? No. A shower over the bath? No. Have your outside toilet? No. Do you use a walking stick, wheelchair assistance? Or whatever? No. And down the bottom, after you sign it and date it, it says, thank you for your time in completing this form. And I said, you're welcome, with a smiley face. I just couldn't resist. So anyhow, that's the form I got to take down to the hospital tomorrow and wait for the next 2 or 3 months. That's the way things go. Oh, vey. What can I say? Well, no, I'm not going to do a reading. No, I've just rattled on and flapped my gums enough. And I just don't feel like reading because my mouth's as dry as a bone. I haven't got any tea down here, but I've got some water. Oh, I've got water handy. So I want to thank you for watching. And until next time, bye for now.